It's a Thursday, and Team USA is preparing themselves for the Quad Cross of Nations and their second attempt at winning this world title. Will they be able to make it happen? It's a whole new place as they head to the sands of Denmark and a lot of unknown variables. They've had a chance to practice, and they've had a chance to get themselves acquainted with the local area. We'll check in with Team USA and find out what's going on right after this on Quad Radio. It's 8 o'clock in the morning in Denmark, 2 o'clock Eastern Time, United States time. But Team USA is getting themselves ready to go here for the Quad Cross of Nations coming up here this Saturday and Sunday as we say hello and welcome to Thomas Brown. And Thomas, buddy, what a great day here in the USA. Like I said, it's 2 o'clock in the morning here for me, but looks like the sun is brightly shining there for you guys today, huh?
Yeah, for sure. We're getting going. Mechanics just left to head to the track and get things underway for the day. Basically, we had our test session yesterday evening. The bikes got there after dark, so they didn't worry about cleaning them up. They just put them in the container and going to go there, get them cleaned up, get the final prep job for tech on Friday. And for the riders today, it's a pretty easy day. I think we're going to try to go get some bicycles. It seems like a huge cycling community around here, so have to go see if we can rent a couple bicycles, maybe some clip-ins, and see if we can join the community around here and get some miles in and stay active today, because today ultimately is pretty much just an off day for us, but it's for me it's needed. It's still trying to get used to that time change. I'm sleeping through the nights, but yesterday was definitely tiring, and with the evening test session we didn't get to bed until 11 o'clock here time, which is a lot later than for me is trying to get used to the time zones. I'd like to have been in bed about 9 or 10 just to kind of get used to when I'm at home, but we're working on it. Today should be, like I said, easy. For mechanics should hopefully be done, midday, and get back here and then have a early dinner and probably a really chill evening. So basically, as far as the event goes, everything gets officially started tomorrow is with tech inspection. So today is basically our last fully free day, just worrying about our own stuff. And then tomorrow we got to start worrying about all the official stuff.
Well, you've had a couple of days to get acclimated to the area there in Denmark. Of course, you flew into Copenhagen, but that's not where you guys are right now, right?
Nope. I'm going to really screw these words up. But Sigili is where the race is, and we are about 15 minutes south of there. So that's, roughly like 20 kilometers or something. But this town we are closest to and where we've been kind of getting food and eating is I have no clue how to pronounce it. I got taught it yesterday from Marcus Thompson, but have totally forgot that. But we've been calling it Skeletor because the word kind of looks like that, but there's no T in it or anything. So it's but if you say Skeletor in our house, they basically know which town we're going to. So it's pretty unique. But we're figuring our way around. We're getting it dialed in, and it's honestly the train here is really similar to home. So we're kind of feeling home. I guess home not so much, but it feels like we're in PA. So for me, not totally home, but the just the landscape and the way you're in the hills and kind of hills, trees, fields, kind of when it kind of gets all put together, it feels like you're driving back roads of PA.
What's the language barrier like for you guys over there? Are you seeing any of that?
Not too bad actually. It seems like English is a big part of their. Must be teaching it well in their schools, because I actually haven't met anybody that doesn't know at least a little bit of English. And majority of the people actually know pretty solid, and we can talk to them normal. Even at the restaurants, sometimes some words will stumble them up a little bit, like when we're asking what this is or what this is. But ultimately, it's been pretty easy. And I'll tell you what, that's a big comfort to me. And then along with that is the food. Italy's supposed to be known for really known for their food. And it was good. I'm not going to take anything away from it, but there wasn't a lot of meat in it. And they seem to like their protein over here, and man, that makes me feel at home. I've had a steak and a beef lasagna last night, and they say they're well known for their hot dogs. We haven't had any yet. Hot dogs can't get a true translation on that, but yeah, the food's been good. Everything feels really like home as far as being in the U.S. So it's making me feel really comfortable, just getting used to the time change, and ultimately I think it's going really smooth.
No problems driving around or anything?
No, everything's really similar. We drive on the right side of the road, just like at home. I'm driving a stick car, which I have never really drove before. My first truck was a diesel stick, so we're having some fun, and man, it's pretty smooth. I mean, we're only an hour from Copenhagen, where we flew in. Uh, Easy drive down here. We're 15 minutes from the track in this huge house we got, so we're all staying together. And man, it's ultimately really easy and really smooth. We keep driving around. Everybody's like, I just feel like we're at home. Like when we're in Italy, like the landscape was
Right.
so different, like huge valleys. It's just like you go up one mountain, down another, and these huge valleys, and it's just absolutely beautiful. And it's really pretty here, but it's very similar to home.
That's good, I guess, in a lot of different ways. So, I mean, everybody seems to be comfortable. The entourage that you guys have got, obviously, Jeffrey and Chad are feeling good and comfortable, I guess.
Yeah. So they're about a day ahead of me as far as the time schedule. It seems like they're a little bit more used to their sleep and stuff like that. But they're getting into it. They got here Monday when I got in Tuesday, so they're basically a day ahead of me, and it seems like they're a day ahead of me. But I think today will be kind of the equalizers. I think they kind of evened up yesterday, and I think today, by the time it gets to this evening, we'll be good to go. But yeah, I mean, it's going good. I think Chad has his new baby Lake in here, and they're getting used to the time change, and he seems to be getting really close to being at home. And it's definitely the time change is probably the biggest part we've had to struggle with. So I mean, if we can get past that,
now you guys are like you guys are like 6 hours ahead of Eastern time here in the United States, right?
Yep. So just 6 hours ahead, 7 hours at home for me in Texas from Central Time, and yeah, it's a little different. I mean, that's really the weirdest part is we were trying to do some stuff yesterday, and people would message me like as I'm going to bed, and I'm like, it's like 11 o'clock at night, and they're messaging me like, oh, how's it going over there? And I'm like, man, like, what are y'all doing? We're just we're about to get off work, or we're at lunch, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to sleep. I'll message you in the morning, or you message me first thing when you wake up, and we'll be able to communicate then. But it's pretty good. But I mean, a lot of us will be having a lot of our family and stuff over here. Is a lot. I think our support group's going to be even bigger this year than it was last year with people traveling across. My sister came over this year, and then my mom and Brandy are both here with me. My dad's mechanicing for me. And then Brandy's parents are coming over as well. So that's just in my group. And then Jeffrey has, I think, his entire family here with brothers, sisters, and all their family and his mom and dad. And then I think Chad is having both his dad's coming over, and both Danica's parents and Danica's sister. So it's going to be a lot of USA close of the race supporting us, and we're looking forward to it. Having a huge support group. Should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I was talking to Kevin Turpin. I guess Turbo, Dalton Turpin, and all the family are all over there touring Europe right now, and they said they're going to be over there for the race and everything. And it sounds like there's probably going to be even more than that. So sounds like you guys are going to have a pretty good support group. Now, you've had a chance to you arrived on Tuesday, like you said. Those guys got there on Monday, but you guys didn't have a practice session until Wednesday. You said you got a chance to see the track also that you're going to be racing. Tell me a little bit about what you guys have been able to note and see so far.
So yesterday evening we went to be able to go to a test track and test everything down, and it was pretty wild. It was a pretty good track. It was a lot of jumps, a lot of small tabletops, and then a couple decent ones. Ultimately, the funniest part about that track is we get out there, and we never rode the track, obviously, and we get out there, and all the faces to all the jumps are almost identical, but the lengths are all different, and some of them are this face to a huge drop off that goes down a hill, and the next one's a 60-foot tabletop, and it took 10 laps to us even get an idea. Where at the races, normally we've rode the tracks, we got an idea, we've walked the track, so normally within a lap or two we're jumping everything and fully comfortable. And there was this say maybe 15-foot tabletop that I didn't jump until my last lap of the test session.
Wow.
Because I couldn't remember what it was. And it was funny, I get done with it and I'm kind of like crazy thinking like, all right, what's going on? Like, am I this crazy? It's hard to get on. So here's Mr.
Hey, Chad. There's the champ. There's the new baby.
Yeah.
How's it
How are
going,
you?
buddy?
Good, good.
You ready to ready to make things happen over there again?
Yeah, we're excited to get on the racetrack, and we had a good test session yesterday and learned a lot, so we're ready to go.
So you sounds like you might be kind of at home. Sounds like it might be a little bit like Redbud, or it appears to be. It could be a little bit like Redbud.
Yeah, like a lot of the soil, but the jumps are a lot smaller, so be a lot of like speed checking up to the faces and stuff, and gets tight in areas. So it'll be good fun. And start's going to be huge, definitely for us. I know that.
Hey, there's Gloop too. Everybody's in this morning, huh? Well, go take care of the baby, buddy. So that's awesome there. So what was the test track like for you guys? I mean, did you? Testing was successful. I mean, you guys are satisfied with what you got going on now?
Yep. So we did. We got the track down, made sure our bikes felt good, and then we tried a couple of gearing changes to maybe get some little different gearing for the sand. Looking like we might have to run some bigger tires. So we were just trying to make sure we're all prepared and getting everything laid out. And it took a little bit yesterday to get that all dialed in, and then we got it good to go. So right now it's ultimately, I think the bikes are ready to go. It just need to be washed, and then the little bit of a shakedown, and they'll be solid. And then, like Chad said, the racetrack we're going to, it was kind of similar to yesterday. Is a lot of the smaller tabletops are similar, but there's no big jumps to the track that we're racing on there. The crazy part about it is probably it's huge run-ups to a probably 20-foot face that goes 10 foot, 15 foot. So it's like Chad said, it's going to be a lot of speed checking and a lot of scrubbing going on, trying to stay low and keep
This
the speed
could be a
through
challenge for you guys then this year, huh?
Yeah. I think the jumps will be okay because we've all scrubbed jumps and stayed low. It's we're used to it in bigger stuff, but only all our tracks have little things on them. But I think the biggest thing is how tight the corners are. We never have like a 180 where basically you flip around and there's only 5 foot between going one direction and the other direction. So it's a 5-foot corner. But I think that in between the sidecars, we're hearing they really tear up the track and make it super deep. So I think those are going to be our two obstacles to learn and overcome, is how tight the track is. But I know luckily for me and Jeffrey is our tracks are built a little tighter and a little bit closer together. It seems like we both have smaller land. I've never been to Jeffrey's, but I've seen videos, and I know I've seen videos of my place. And we have a lot of really tight stuff. So I think we have some practice there, but never on a full racetrack, especially with the sidecars. So that's going to be the two challenges. But I think the ultimate thing is we got to remember is it's a racetrack. The gate drops, and everybody has to deal with the same thing. So as long as we can keep that in the back of our minds, I know that we'll be doing good. It's us racing everybody else, and just got to treat it like a regular race and go out there and do what we do.
So I can't wait. I know just to let folks know again, you can watch that. You can go on to atvmotocross.com, use the code TEAMUSA. The first 100 people will get to be able to watch that at a deep discounted rate. It'll be about $29, I think. Otherwise, if you don't get the discounted rate, and it'll be for 2 days of racing. You get the sidecar, the Quad Cross of Nations. Kevin Bailey will be making the call. You can also go on to FIMsidecarcross.com to find out more details about it. But ATV Motocross has got all the links and everything that you're going to need for that. And, of course, Thomas, as we get set to roll, you've had some great camaraderie there. The great thing about this event is that we have some familiar blood there. Marcus Thompson, whom you've mentioned, and their family are there. They've rolled out the red carpet there, have helped make that transition even that much more easier. I mean, you're acclimating very well because it seems like home already, I guess you could say. But having him there and that family there, it's got to be pretty good.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. They've definitely been a huge help. They gave us some place to ship to so that we could get, anything we needed that was last minute that came after the container, or stuff, any products that were made over here in Europe. We just shipped straight to their place. They brought them to us. And they were the ones who hooked us up with the test track. So huge props to them and huge thank you. We're going to have to thank Team Denmark this year. And Marcus is, I believe, their number one rider. So he'll be racing my class in the Group A. And so that'll be pretty cool. I just heard yesterday, as I'm sure a lot of the Asian motocross fans that have been around for more than a year or two is they'll remember Jeremy Warnia from probably about 5 years ago. He was a AMA pro. He spent a lot of time on the West Coast, but he definitely did a few years here with AT Motocross and had a lot of. I just heard that he is the French #1 rider, so he will be racing us. So I mean, I heard Chad rode Ponte Vu with him last year, and he said he has not lost any speed. So he said I'm going to have my hands full there, and we're going to be able to have some fun battling with some familiar faces, even though there'll be a lot of new faces, but some familiar ones, and it should be a really good time.
Man, I'm getting so pumped, so excited. We'll have to get the exact broadcast times, and we'll get some more details from you guys as we get a little bit closer to that. But, yeah, have you had a chance to meet and greet with any of the other teams? What's the camaraderie like between you guys and the other nations?
So basically the only other team that Marcus, we haven't seen his full team, was the Italy team. Sergio over here that really helps out the Italy team. He helps us feel familiar here and helped us get to the track yesterday. He has a big sprinter van and helped us get there. So, props to them. We met two of their two riders. They helped out as well. And so those two teams. And then the Argentina team was actually at the test track with us yesterday. So those are the, I guess, three teams we've kind of met partials of. And then the Argentina team is, it looks like a lot of their riders had spent some time over in the U.S. I'm not trying to pronounce names. It's been a lot of meeting and remembering who's who, but I think a lot of the riders are pretty familiar and spent some time in the U.S. So the Team Argentina should look familiar to a lot of riders whenever they get to the track. But as far as the rest of the teams, the rest of the European nations, it's they weren't rolled into the track yesterday. Basically, we were the only people at the official racetrack. Our container got dropped off last week, so it seemed like everybody else kind of has a home base or went to another test track somewhere and has set up there so they don't have to travel back and forth. With our container, though, we are on the ground and we are not moving that thing, so we got travel back and forth. But I think a lot of the teams will roll in today and tomorrow and start getting everything set up. I know last year it was like Wednesday, we were the only ones there. Thursday morning, we were the only ones there. And then when we showed up Friday, it went from empty to fully packed, and the whole circus rolled in just like us. It's everybody has their tent set up and everything looking good. It happened really quickly, so I'm sure tomorrow will be a lot of meeting people again and getting reacquainted.
Sounds great. Sounds like you guys have got a busy schedule that lies ahead of you, no doubt about that. Today, you say you got kind of an off day today. Is that what you said?
Yeah, so off day today. Like I said, the mechanics are at the track. They're going to try to get done midday. Mechanics, Harv, Mark. So everybody's over there as far as mechanics and getting things going. The riders are all just kind of chilling out today. I think some people have a few trips planned. Chad might be going somewhere to do a little sightseeing with the family. I know I might be meeting up with my mom, and hopefully my dad gets done a little later and going to see some biking stuff. And then ultimately this morning I'm hoping to at least, I know me and Jeffrey and then Chad possibly as well, we're going to run down the little town here to the cycle shop and see if we can rent some bicycles and get some miles put in today. It's kind of like when you're in Florida. Anyway, in Florida, you always see cyclists everywhere. This place is the exact same way. I mean, it's just a huge cycling community here, and which is crazy because it would be more like northern weather here, but they treat it like it's there in the south because it's they're just pedaling away. But today and the last few days have been nice, but I think tomorrow it turns a little colder, and I'm gonna be trying to start to bundle up. So I'm gonna use the night.
Wow, that's wild. Yeah, I never thought about that weather. What are the weather forecasts for the weekend? They still calling for showers over there?
Yeah, so tomorrow and Saturday look like 50% chance of rain basically both days. And then Sunday looks pretty clear, so we're hoping it stays like that. The track can take rain. We're hoping it doesn't because it's going to allow it not to get so deep, so maybe we don't have to learn so much. But they definitely calling for showers. Who knows what the weather schedule is like, whether it's like a Texas weather rain where it rains and it comes and doesn't stop, or Florida where it rains for 10 minutes and it's gone. We're not sure what it's going to be like. But I know the high for the weekend is like 57 on Saturday and like 58 or 59 on Sunday. So that's going to be a little chilly. Everybody's kind of making fun of me because I'm like, that's cold. And they're like, that's not too bad. All these northern boys. Hopefully it doesn't feel like it's 50 or they say 57 and 59 here does not feel like a a Texas 57. They say it feels warmer, and I would agree that so far as the days here have been in the 70s, and it or even 60s, and it feels probably about 5 to 10 degrees warmer than it really is. So it's some reason it's just not cutting through like normal.
Wow. Well, that's good, man. I'm glad things are comfortable for you guys and everything seems to be going well. Tell Mark Baldwin and Harv and Kevin and Jeffrey and everybody that I haven't seen. I've seen Gloop there, and just want to remind everybody to make sure you're following Rip It Up Films. Also, they're going to be posting videos. You on your social media, I'm sure, posting videos as well, Thomas, and so's Chad and Jeffrey and everybody. So if everybody's following along, I think we should have lots of information and intel coming in, huh?
Absolutely. Everybody follow everybody's social medias. Look us up. Mine's TBrown84, and then ATV Motocross will be posting stuff and Quad Radio as well. So we're going to try to keep as much information flowing as we can. But yeah, go to ATV Motocross for the link to watch live. We're going to have to pay a little bit of money to watch it, but ultimately, just remember, it's they're doing this for us, not strictly just for us, U.S., but they are airing us live on the internet, and then I think that's the way of the future. I think it's a huge step. So 2 days of racing, it's going to cost a little bit of money. I think you said like $30, and then we're going to try to get some discount codes out there to get that down a little bit. But basically supporting ATV racing worldwide. So try not to be too timid on it and view us. I don't think we're going to be doing too much Facebook Live stuff of the race to try to support their feed. And then, like you said, Kevin Bailey is going to be doing all the announcing, so should have a familiar voice. Let us know. But yeah, I think it should be good. So I hope everybody follows along. We'll keep times and more information as it comes through our social medias out there to everybody.
All right, buddy. We will try to get a schedule together between you and myself and the other guys, and we'll try to get some more of these and get them right the first time and a little shorter maybe. I know you guys are going to be busier in the future, but thanks for taking the time. Really appreciate it. Go out, have some fun, and get acclimated to that place and get ready to kick some tail, hopefully. I know it's going to be a challenge. I think we should expect a bigger challenge this year than maybe what we've seen last year, but I still believe in Team USA, baby.
Yep, I'll go with that too. So we're going to go work hard, and our goal is still the same, but I think you're right. I think the challenge is going to be real, and there's new challenges within this challenge. So we're looking forward to it and excited. We got a great team, and I don't see no reason we shouldn't be able to bring home the gold back, but we got a lot of work to do before we're able to do that.
Well, that's Thomas Brown. He's over in Denmark. It's 8 a.m. there. It's 2 a.m. here in the eastern United States. And my friends, Thomas, any last and parting shots you want to make before we let you go?
No, just everybody, thank you for supporting Team USA. It should be a great year, and everybody have a good night. Rodney, thank you for staying up for this and allowing me to get that extra little bit of sleep.
Not a problem, my friend. That's Thomas Brown. I'm Rodney Tomlin. This is Quad Radio.